Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be giving a review on Rich Dad Poor Dad, a book. Just some of my background here with this book and Robert Kiyosaki. Actually, my high school agriculture teacher gave this book to me as a gift. As I graduated, I did pretty well in high school. Graduated top of my class. I'd assume he just gave that to every student he had just to set him up. Well financially, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on reading it. I didn't actually happen to read it until probably my sophomore year of college. Just busy, and I didn't read much at all. But I finally started, taking, interest in finances and the importance of it, investing in your future. So I know a lot, big thing of Robert. He says not to work for others. Don't follow the rat race. Working a job in all your life. Biggest thing he's wants to build assets, build cash flowing instruments. That you don't have to work. The rest of your life. I guess it's kind of his thought process on things. He thinks there's a lot of good debt. I disagree there a lot. You can really, really overdo it really quick, especially with interest rates. Above 5%. I mean, you can get hammered on some of this stuff. Investing in real estate and you know similar investments. He talks a lot about some of the biggest corporations. I don't know if he's mentioned McDonald's or a lot of the biggest corporations that aren't necessarily known for the real estate investment are advantaged to owning real estate due to tax reasonings, depreciation, and simple tax write-offs. I guess is what he's saying there. I think a good thing he does note a house that you own and live in is a liability. Houses are liabilities that you live in. It doesn't provide you any cash flow. I've always liked that point. Don't be afraid to rent. I mean, I see so many people in their lower 20s. They want to go out, live the American dream. They're already, you know, several tens of thousands, if not $100,000 in debt, and they want to go out and buy a house and leverage their life more. I mean, they're just not going to pay it off for 30 years. They're not making a extremely great income, and they're just kind of bogged down. So that's one good point. If you're going to buy something that'll cash flow, I guess. Is my point. One bone that I have to pick with Roberts, he kind of preaches gold. He kind of preaches Bitcoin. Always, wanting to predict that stock market crash. I mean, I get it. He's trying to be a contrarian, trying to be a good marketer. But I mean, in the end, even putting 20% in every portfolio in gold's a terrible, terrible idea. Gold has no intrinsic value. Back in back 200 years ago, there's, or even before, people made tools, out of, steel, iron. Some of those great metals were intrinsically used and valuable. They were valuable. You could use something with them. Gold, that's why it was a currency. It's because it's a piece of crap. It'll break. It's the brittle. It's not good use intrinsically of human everyday needs. That's why it was. It's a shiny object. It's literally all it is. It's a shiny rock, shiny little piece of metal. I am just not a gold fan. What has it performed? 1% yearly, annually in the past 50 years. It's kind of proved it's kind of underperformed inflation. Even in inflationary times, it's did poor, as we've seen the past 2 years. It's just always kind of a sleazy, investing guy, kind of pushy type of thing. And Bitcoin, I mean, I own Bitcoin, very low amount, very, very low amount. I'm just kind of sprinkling it, but he's a big believer in it. Again, no intrinsic value. Hasn't proved to being a great, option for currency, and there's no way to value it. He talks all about cash flow. How do you look at cash flowing? How does Bitcoin cash flow? 10 years from now, there's no way to predict it. So he's definitely a smart dude, good marketer. I don't know if I definitely wouldn't trust him with financial advice. As far as that goes, investing in stocks when you were in high school and can keep investing in them, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be rich. Um, Investing in gold and some of this stuff. He has some good points with real estate. I'd say his real estate advice is pretty rock solid. Just don't let him push you too much, and go into leveraging in debt. But overall, it was a pretty solid book. Pretty solid book. I'd recommend others. If you know Dave Ramsey, he's an absolute just way different than Dave Ramsey. No debt, no credit cards. Robert, he loves the debt, but he loves the debt to make money. So that's a good way to look at it. But I'd say probably myself, my thinking, I'd probably fall in between both of them. You know, you can make a lot of money from a salary job, and a lot of times people try to own their business, solely and do very poorly. So I mean, I'd recommend doing a side hustle for sure, along with your job, as far as that goes. But other than that, that's kind of my thought process on it. If any of you guys have any thoughts, feel free to just leave a comment, and it'd be appreciated if you could leave a like on the video. And have a nice weekend, and have a prosperous year, guys. Thanks.